This is interesting. I have. It's been a long time since I've tried to go live on my phone. Um, and this is me trying to go live from my phone. So this will be a good test and really good for anyone who is watching this. Basically, it's whoa. Oh, that's what these tests are for. Let's find out. I'm trying to say you rotate device, but it doesn't matter. Oh, never mind. The comments are going to come up here. Shadow Wolf is in the chat and says hi. Nova Plays is in the chat and says hi. That's good. I'm glad it's right there. I was trying to rotate it and trying to do double screen. Doesn't matter. Thank you so much. I see 8 people in the chat already. Thank you guys for being here. I gotta figure out how to like rotate this properly. I should have brought one of my wristbands here, but I didn't. And one of my neighbors just put their lights on out there. I'm doing this outside because I'm trying not to wake up my roommates. But I realize as I'm outside, I may wake up one of my neighbors, which is not good. Thank you so much for the 2 people that gave me a thumbs up so far. Please, if you're watching this right now, give me a thumbs up. That really helps. And of course, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. But I'm pretty sure if you're watching this at 12:30 at night, at least it's 12:30 at night for me here, you're probably subscribed. Um, Keep watching the video, that light just turned on and it's freaking me out. But anyways, yeah, sorry for the poor angle. I should have put something down so I could rotate that. Maybe if I do that, nope, that makes it worse. Maybe if I do this, that makes it even worse. Okay, that's not good. What can I do to prop this angle? Okay, let me get one of these pieces of wood out here. Here. Oh, that makes it way worse. Here, let's see. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's up it up a little bit. Oh, awesome. Okay, that's good. All right, we got 11 people watching, and 8 people have given a thumbs up. If you're watching, please give this video a thumbs up. So this is Rich Alvarez late at night. This is a very impromptu live video. Um, Basically, this is what happens when I'm up late at night and have nothing to do. I just want to live stream because I like to talk to you fans. You guys are up late. Thank you so much. Somebody just super chatted, and I'm trying to. The chat went away now, unfortunately. I'm trying to. There we go. I guess I got to rotate it to get the chat back. Let's do this. Here we go. Benji, thank you so much, Benji. Benji super chatted $2. Thank you so much. Yes, this is basically a Q&A. In fact, it's 12. Again, it's 12:30 at night. I'm just doing this because I'm bored. So this is basically an Ask Me Anything. It's pretty late, so you can ask me anything you want, and I will probably answer it. Here, I'm going to press live chat. There we go. So I have chat right there. Ask me anything. Again, I'm here because I've got nothing else to do. I just want to talk to you guys and have something to do. And we can go on for half an hour or longer, depending on how you guys want to do this. Let's see. Steambud101 is here in the chat and says, wow, been over a decade since I tuned in here. The memories. Well, thank you so much for coming back. We just had our 15th anniversary stream a couple days ago. It was awesome. Been 15 years since this channel started, and it was amazing. Nacho Taco 101 is here and says, sorry, I can't stay. Have a nice night, Rich. God bless. Thank you, Nacho Taco. KFXJ says, date night with Richie. Actually, it's, well, it was Sunday night just a minute ago for us, and I went on a date night with Jackie, my wife, of course, and we went to Lucille's Barbecue, which is just around the corner, and it was the best barbecue I've had in a long time. I've had some really good barbecue down in Southern California, but it's been a long time. Dan Erickson is here and says, goes it Rich, and it's going good. Awesome Production says, hey Richie, was there ever a character you almost killed off in Super Mario Brothers, but ultimately chose not to? Yes, I almost killed off Wario. We were very close to killing off Wario a couple of times. So just let me know what you think about that. Mark Malley says, hey Rich, longtime fan. Whatever happened to Julian? I haven't seen him in videos a long time. He kind of quit acting. He's still my dear friend, but he has not acted in years, and it's not really something he wants to do right now. He wants to be left alone. Anthony Plamondon, says, "Hey Rich, happy to see you at this time. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the video." Dan Erickson is here. Daniel says, "How are your friends from Super Mario Brothers? I keep in touch with most of them. They're all very good." Um, yeah, Aaron, Claudia, Chris, Eric, Christensen, everybody's basically good. I keep in touch with everybody as much as I can, and I think they're all doing good. Awesome Production says, so Wario was basically the Han Solo of SMB. Kind of. I just thought that if there was going to be a character to die near the end of the show, that it would be most impactful if it was Wario for some reason. But and Matt was actually really down for it, but I don't think Chris was. And ultimately, Chris convinced me it wasn't the way to go. So we kept Matt alive as Wario, and then he was able to guest star in Stupid Mario World. So I guess it worked out for the most part. JLJ says, "How are you enjoying Sea of Thieves? I love Sea of Thieves." Assault Navy says, "Oh, hold on, I gotta scroll up. Will Jackie ever stream on Rich Alvarez games again? I mean, she's here once in a while when we stream on Twitch." Um, KFXJ says, "Whatever happened to the old Smashing Stuff episodes? There's a large chunk that are no longer on YouTube. Was disappointed to find out that when I watched them a few years ago." Well, if there are any Smashing Stuff episodes missing from YouTube, that's because Julian personally went through the Smashing Stuff episodes and deleted the ones that he was not proud of. And I'm not one to argue with him about a show that he started. So there were some he was not proud of that he wanted to get rid of, and I was happy to oblige. So that's what happened to those Smash Cut episodes, anyways. Nova Play says, "Got to go. God bless you guys. Thank you so much, Nova Plays. Thank you for watching us." Okay, let me fix this real quick. It's starting to slip and slide all over the place. Just want to get in the right place, and now it's not staying. Okay, that's not good. Hold on. Damn it. Come on. It was working. I guess I'll just have to hold it right here so I get my whole face. Hold on, scrolling up. Benji, what do you enjoy about Waluigi's character in SMB? How do you feel how well thought out he was through character development? I thought he was as thought out as could be, of course. Again, remember, I wrote the whole show, but I could only write it as people were available, and Doug became increasingly unavailable as the third season and on went on because he became involved in other stuff. So, I mean, I hope that I developed him as much as I could, but I could only do as much as he was available. KFXG says, "No, I know what happened to them. Mystery solved. Haha." Anthony, I'm just called Anthony P. "I'm at the job, but I came to say I'm kind of bored, night shifting, working cabin." All right, well, thank you for coming out. Daniel says, "Like the videos of Poor Life of Rich." Thank you so much. I love Poor Life of Rich. "Good evening, fellow Insomniac," says Darkness the Actor. Welcome, Darkness the Actor. Thank you for joining my late night binge. Benji says, "Have you ever read the SMB Wiki?" I mean, I used to read the SMB Wiki all the time, but I haven't looked at it in a few years, and I know there's some stuff that's incredibly inaccurate that I never fix, but, it's kind of like whatever. Dan Erickson is here. Dan Erickson says, "Rich Alvarez plays Super Mario 64 live stream 5? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Assault Nightwing says, "If you started doing SMB today, would Smash Ultimate characters have been featured in it?" I mean, I don't know, maybe. But it was a long time ago. Kid Rondo says, "Are you going to see any more Mario games? Old ones, maybe? Oh, are we going to see more Mario games?" I don't know. I was thinking about streaming Mario Golf, the new one, but I played it a couple times and didn't really care for it, and ultimately decided not to stream it. Dan Erickson says, "Rich Alvarez plays Super Mario Galaxy live stream 4. StreamBud101 says, "We'll have a great night, man. I'll always be glad for SMB and the earlier days of YouTube. Much love, everyone." And thank you so much, StreamBud101. KFXD says, "Was there anything on SMB that was a challenge aside from working around availability of the actors?" I mean, that was the big thing, was working around the actors, but ultimately was like trying to make a story revolve around what was Chris's backyard and knowing the limitations that we had, because we were working on a no money budget. we tried. There was no Patreon back then. We had a couple of Kickstarters, I guess, for a couple of them, and that helped a little bit. But it was always just trying to do what we could ingenuitively, if that's a word. KFXG says, was there anything that was a challenge? Okay, that's what I just read. Nice Man says, what's Julian up to nowadays? He is living his best life. Dan Erickson says, Mario Kart 8, can you play? You can play. I've had streams of Mario Kart 8, or Mario Kart 8 already. Assault Nightwing says, can you name all the Mario games that you have played and maybe finished? I mean, I feel like I've played and finished most of them. There's so many Mario games, it'd be kind of hard to say. And then, of course, Jack Mensah Bonzu says, who plays Daisy on Super Mario Brothers? But that's Jax, my wife, Jackie Alvarez. Kid Rhino says, did you have any scrapped characters that never made it to Super Mario Brothers, like Little Mac or Mega Man, or an original character, etc., etc.? I tried to get Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy on Super Mario Brothers many times, but of course that never worked out. We had an actress ready to play Samus, but we never quite got the costume together, so that never worked out. And there's probably other things I'm not remembering right now, but a lot of stuff didn't work out during the last couple seasons there. KFXG says, I remember some of the Kickstarter stuff around Season 2. Unfortunately, I was too young to do it at the time. Pretty crazy how much the internet has changed since then. Yeah. Awesome Productions says, how come the son of Wario and Mona disappeared and was never brought up again in Plumber Night Season 2? Matt's character from Plumber Night. It's probably because Matt wasn't available when we filmed Season 2, because he was busy doing his own thing wherever he was living at the time, so we just didn't get to do anything about that. Mark Malley says, I recently rewatched The Clicking Noise again. A great film. I was wondering if you have any fun stories about the making of the film, and do you have any big projects in the making? So, The Clicking Noise is free to watch on my YouTube channel. The Clicking Noise is a very tough subject for me because I have a lot of bad memories surrounding it, unfortunately. It was not so much fun for me to film. And I've talked a little bit about this before, but it was kind of heartbreaking for me because I really wanted to film. I mean, I don't want to go too into it because there's a whole lot of personal stuff there, but ultimately it was not the film I wanted to do. And there was a lot of personal stuff. But yeah, I'm just not going to talk about that. I'm sorry, but you can watch The Clicky Noise. It's on the Rich Alvarez channel. I'd love to do another independent film someday, but I may never get the chance because I have no funds. And I mean, this is what I do now. I just stream whenever I'm available, and that's not going to net me the 20-30 grand I need. Congratulations to Matt Provenzel, because somehow he's able to gather the thousands of dollars he needs to film his TV pilot for his show that he's doing right now. But that seems to be a little impossible for me right now. I would love to do a pilot. I would love to do a film again, but I don't have the funds. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a sore subject for me personally, but you know, I'm glad that it's working out for Matt. Anyways, let's pick it up again. Let me see. I'm trying to go through the comments, make sure I don't miss anything. Oh boy, I'm outside. There's bugs. Don't want to. Okay. Kid Rhino. I'm so behind on comments now. Kid Rhino says, "Brah, Samus would have been so great." I agree. I wish Samus could have been in the show. It just didn't work out. I had a great actress in mind. I was wondering if Samus specifically was going to be there. Actually, Samus would have been in season 4 if it worked out, but we never quite got the costume together for that. Elite Gear 1211 says, "Sup, Richie? Hey, how's it going?" Kid Rhino says, and I knew it was going to be about the suit. The Birch Tree 1205 says, I still remember when I was waiting for Super Mario Bros. 45 to 60. I mean, yeah, that's like season 4-ish. Yeah, that was good times. Darkness the Actor, hey, Darkness, you're here. Says, pretty broad question here. What was your thought process when writing? I mean, that's a really broad question. My thought process was, how do I make a funny Mario show? I mean, I could go into it, but I feel like that's a whole nother video. Maybe I'll get to that later. Jack Monsu Bonzo said, "Oh, somebody's coming outside. Who is coming outside? One of my roommates or my friend who's staying over the night is coming outside. Friend or roommate, I am streaming live on YouTube." How's it going? You could use the bathroom that's right inside there if you want. Or you can come out here. I don't care as long as you don't show it to the YouTube. Sorry, Nick. It's Nick. He's staying at my house right now. Hold on. Oh god, I lost my place in the chat. Um, let's see here. Assault Knight may say, which of the actors do you wish to see again? All of them. Bertree says, are you ever going to re-edit the interactive adventure? I did re-edit the interactive adventure. Actually, right now on my YouTube channel is, it's called The Quest for Rent. It is the interactive adventure edited as one solid film. It's called The Quest for Rent. It has already been re-edited as one solid movie, so you can watch that. Character has super chatted $50. Thank you so much, Character, and says, let's see about that. I don't know to which comment they were referring to, so I don't know, but thank you so much, Character, for super chatting $50. Holy crap. In fact, I'm getting a lot of comments now, so, you know, as it goes with these kinds of things, if you super chat, you know, I don't want to, you know, keep, you know, be like, oh, super chat, but like, obviously, I get a lot of comments, but if you super chat, it'll be easy to see because super chats are highlighted and they come up right away, so it's easy for me to do super chats, so whatever you think about that. Anyways, I'm doing as best as I can. Mr. Weirdo Boy says, I'm sure I asked this before, but do you enjoy playing a hero or villain? I enjoy playing both, but I would be lying if I said that my favorite wasn't the Darkness. The Darkness was my favorite character to play on Stupid Mario Brothers. And I think it's funny. I'm getting a lot of Stupid Mario questions right now, and I think it's because we just had the 15th anniversary special. You know, I'd love to see questions about, like, where's Fallout Elwood, you know? What happened to John Elwood? Why did he have PSD? What's the story behind Fallout Elwood? Or, you know, what are you going to do next with Poor Life of Rich and all that stuff? But, of course, I'm getting a lot of Stupid Mario questions because we've just had our 15th year and we were talking a lot about Stupid Mario because, hey, that's what we got famous for. But, you know, anyways, I don't know what my point was with that, but seeing a lot of Stupid Mario. Awesome Production says, was the Plumber Knight who died in Legacy actually the one we followed through the whole Plumber Knight show, or just one from another possible timeline? Because I don't currently plan on continuing that, I would say that is the one from Plumber Knight. That was kind of the point to end the Plumber Knight's timeline. Favorite color, Rich, says Dan Erickson. My favorite color is navy blue, or actually more accurately, royal blue. Red Fueled says, hey, how you doing, bro? Doing okay. Kid Rhino says, was the blue hood in homage to Robin's Red Hood? It, of course, was. Of course, if the Plumber Knight is an homage to Batman, the blue hood had to be an homage to Red Hood, who, of course, in Batman lore is a previous Robin, and Blue Hood in Plumber Knight Returns was Luigi, who became a zombie or whatever, you know. Benji says, do you miss the good old days? You know, it's so funny. Any like 2006 could be the good old days. 2007 could be the good old days. 2008 could be the good old days. Hell, 2016 at this point could be the good old days compared to now. I mean, I'll always miss the good old days in whatever fashion that comes out, right? Because it's the good old days. Let's see here. Oh boy, I got a lot of freaking bugs out here. Johnny TH, welcome, says Richie News, where the news comes last and the weather comes later. Thank you, Johnny. Dan Erickson, message retracted for some reason. Character says, the money problem. Awesome Productions is here, says, who was your favorite character to play in SMB and the other related shows? Again, The Darkness, probably. I love The Darkness. Getting on that make him be like, Mario, why are you like this? I just loved being psychotic and playing that character. It was awesome. Favorite color again, probably royal blue. Dan Harrison. Which video game character do you wish was in Stupid Mario Brothers? I know people brought it before, but I honestly wish that we had somehow had Master Chief in there. It would have been really cool. But again, just like Samus, it was a costume that was hard to do. That we can never get it done. Oh boy, there's too many bugs on the ground. I'm going inside. I'll bring you guys in with me. Just hold on. I'm going to be real quiet. Hold on 1 second. Jeez, hold on 1 second. I got to turn this live. Bear with me. Hold on. Oh, I can't stay out here with this many bugs. Oh boy. Just hold on. I'm right here. Oh, it's dark. Rich Alvarez at night. Oh boy. Okay. We're now in Jackie's craft room. It's the craft room where she makes all of her Etsy stuff and things for fun stuff. Oh boy. Woo! What is going on in here? There we go. Oh, that's a lot better. All right, let's look at this. Daniel says, "What's your favorite?" You could probably see me a lot better now, honestly. Daniel says, "What's your favorite new game that's out now?" Well, we've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves, but we played that a long time ago before we ever started streaming it. And I don't know. I guess that's my favorite game right now because I can't think of anything else. Yeah. Sorry, it's just I see some stuff on the ground that I need to clean up, so I guess I'll get to that eventually. Okay, let me look at other comments. Episode 3? Nitsua Gamer says episode 3? Episode 3? What about episode 3? I like episode 3. It's a good episode, I guess. But what about it? Assault Nightwing says, well, actually, with those other video windows you put at the end of videos, you can actually start up interactives again or remake the old ones like Halloween. I love the Halloween one. Well, the problem is that YouTube keeps changing the way that they're like. I know what you mean, because the windows, it used to be we used to call them annotations. Maybe people still call them annotations, but the problem is that every year or so they keep changing the way that works. So it's like something like the interactive venture, it doesn't work anymore. That's why we had to make the single video versions, because they keep changing the way that those work, and we don't want to have to keep changing every single little action every time that YouTube changes that. They kind of made it a pain in the butt and hard to keep up with how to actually make those. So that really sucks. That's all. All right, let me get down here. Johnny TH says, I might cosplay Darkness soon. Thanks for the inspiration, Richie. Cool. Don't forget to do the dark. Use just basic Halloween black cake makeup that you can find at any party city or whatever. Just make sure to go all the way around the eyes. Do a big old chain with a black, it's very important, black turtleneck. Oh man, I just realized I got a big old neck beard right now. I gotta shave all this. Next time. Do a big old black turtleneck, do a black leather jacket, and make sure you dye your hair red. That's the best darkness. And then you'll be set for Halloween. All right. Jack Mensa Bonzo says, what's your favorite Johnny Mushroom in the Kingdom song? I mean, it's got to be, hey now, you're a plumber, get your plunger, go plunge. Because we were actually on, Smash Mouth actually saw our song. They heard our song, which is crazy. They heard it twice. I just learned from Chris when we were doing the 15th anniversary is that they heard the song, they hated it, which is all I ever thought. And then they heard it a second time, and I guess they didn't think it was that bad. I don't know where that came from. I'll have to talk to Chris about that, but apparently they heard it a second time, and they didn't think it was that bad. So I'm just looking around this room. I gotta clean up this room. No one's been in this room for a couple months, so I mean, I just came in here because I didn't want to be outside anymore because there's way too many bugs outside. Hey, Killjoy's here. Killjoy says, "What the fuck? That's my favorite color too." Wow, that's how behind I am on chats. Because I'm sure you're talking about royal blue. Killjoy says, "What are we doing?" I don't know, just staying up late and being bored. OMG Major Ranger says, "What inspired the poor life of Rich? Free time? Just the pandemic and being bored and just kind of just living around the house after I was fired from my full time job and decided to go back to YouTube." And that's what I came up with. Dan Erickson says, "Good Rich." Darkness, the actor says, "Hey, Killjoy." Knox says, "I watched you as a kid. I love your Stephen Marlborough series so much, man. Thanks for making my childhood." Thank you so much, Knox. Game and Ape super chatted $2 and says, "Current favorite multiplayer game." Right now, my current favorite multiplayer game, I guess, have to be Sea of Thieves. I'm very much enjoying Sea of Thieves. I honestly, I would be playing Sea of Thieves every day, except for my, friends that were like, "Nah, I don't want to get bored of it." So, we play it. We played it a few times. We've played it 4 times on here, and I'm kind of hoping we keep playing it again. But they don't want to play it right now, so I'm hoping we keep playing it. KFXG says, "Sorry, another SMB question. I always wondered what happened to Peach in the show. Were you just trying to change things up compared to the games?" I guess I don't understand the question. I feel like we had a pretty good end story for Peach. Of course, eventually Peach was not on the show because Jennifer, who played Peach, moved to Vegas or something at some point. But I always felt like we had a pretty good ending for her during the original show. I don't know. I don't remember. But she couldn't be on the show anymore because she moved to Vegas. Um, but I don't know. I didn't think it mattered quite much because Peach didn't. She ended up not being a very important character for like the end game of SMB, as far as I remember. But she was a great friend either way. Um, Kid Ryan says, "Was the darkness laugh hard to do?" Not at all. Not at all. That's again the darkness laugh. It's kind of my impersonation of the Joker, Mark Hamill Joker laugh from like the '90s animated series of Batman. You know, oh Mario. All that stuff. That's easy for me to do. That's easier for me to do than the Mario voice, actually. Very easy, very easy. Songbird says, what was it that inspired you to make the SMB series?" Just I had a Mario costume in the closet and wanted to do something with it. Giltray says, "Hey, Darkness." JLJ says, "What kind of music do you like?" I like all kinds of music, but favorite bands are 60s bands, really. Beatles, Beach Boys, Rolling Stones, those are my favorite. Darkness says, "Not the bugs." Johnny TH says, What does Luigi told Link to beep 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 to the Koopa on Tuesday in episode 21 actually means?" I don't know. I barely remember that, but I think that we were just being like, "Blah, blah, 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 blah," and we just dubbed it in with beeps just to make it funny. I don't think it actually meant anything. Elite Gear 1211 says, "Oh yeah, I've actually wanted to ask about that. Is Fallout Elwood still in the works?" No, unfortunately. It was a movie idea I had that became a comic book idea that I had because I couldn't get the movie done. So me and Archie started working on a comic book. But when that couldn't get funded, then we started working on the show. And while we were doing the show, and I don't know, I make the same mistakes all the time. What can I say? I started doing the show and then did the Kickstarter. Everybody in my crew, and I guess I can't blame them because we had a lot of problems during the clicking noise. But, and again, this is why I talked about clicking. There's a lot of problems with the stupid clicking noise, including the Kickstarter that we couldn't really fulfill during that, which is a big bummer because it makes us unreliable for future Kickstarters going forward because of the problems we had. But anyways, again, that's another story. But everybody's afraid here to do a Kickstarter because they're afraid of not being able to fulfill it because they feel like, oh, people are donating for a specific project, and if we don't deliver on that specific project, that we're going to look like assholes. because of the clicking noise. People expected 2 movies in one summer, and we only got one stupid movie done in one summer, and it wasn't that good. We were very inexperienced at the time, but unfortunately, that makes us look unreliable. Um, so, anyways, the point was with Elwood, we were like, we're really afraid to do a Kickstarter, so I really wanted to get the show of Elwood done though, so we tried our best to do the show on a shoestring budget, which shoestring means no budget. And then after everyone liked episode one, we're like, okay, we can't really do the show unless we do a Kickstarter. So we started advertising Elwood, like, if you donate to the Patreon, then we'll do more Elwood. But we didn't really get anybody on the Patreon that wasn't already there. We made a second episode of Elwood, but after that, it was impossible to do more. So we just couldn't make any more. I mean, honestly, the answer to 50% of your questions here for anything is going to be I didn't have the money. I always have huge ideas and I have huge ambitions, but I don't have $20,000 to make a really awesome show. Like Matt just got, I don't know, I know he got like 40 grand on his Kickstarter, but Matt's saying that he got a lot of support from like people off of internet. I don't know, I think he just said on the 15th anniversary thing yesterday that he got something like $150,000 to make his Kingsblade pilot TV show. That's an insane amount of money that I've never had. I've never had more than a couple $1,000s to do anything. So, kudos to Matt. Very proud of him. But, like, I don't know how he did it. I don't know. I've never been able to get that much money for anything. But yeah, we just couldn't do Elwood because we didn't have money. So, I mean, I guess that's it. Sorry to say. Sorry to be a downer on that. Dan Erickson says, reunion Discord, Super Mario Brothers cast all. I think he means, is there going to be a reunion of all the cast on Discord? Maybe someday. I mean, we got a lot of people here. Imagine Darkness as the Joker. Super easy. Basically the same. Salt Name Wing says, do you think Jackie will wake up and kick you out of her room? No. She sleeps upstairs. I'm in her craft room downstairs. Character, thank you so much for super chatting another $50. Jeez, thank you so much for super chatting $50. Your support literally means everything right now. Character says, hey Richie, you guys really did make my childhood as well and taught me my first curse words. I'm sorry about that, but we'll be stoked to see more from you. Love your content and I hope you can catch lightning in a bottle again. I mean, yeah, it's at this point, YouTube is not like YouTube in 2007. Unfortunately, again, like we were able to make Stupid Mario Brothers in Chris's backyard for 5 years and not change a whole lot and just get better at effects and get better at filming and gradually make Super Mario Brothers better from just experience. Unfortunately, that's just not the way that YouTube works anymore. You can't just learn how to be better and make a better show because you're competing with professional music videos and professional stuff. In order to succeed on YouTube these days, you basically have to have a professional production. And you can't just know how to use cameras and know how to do lighting. You have to have professional lighting and professional cameras and a professional crew. YouTube has completely changed. It's not, and this is, I made a video a few years ago called ThemTube that many of you did not like, but I still feel like that was true then and it's even more true today. I called it ThemTube because it's not about the creators anymore, it's about the corporations. And YouTube isn't really YouTube anymore. But I digress. Anyways. Let's see, I have to start skipping stuff because there's way too many comments. So again, if you super chat, I will see your comment. If you don't super chat, I don't know if I will see your comment because I have to scroll through. Okay, Gaming Ape super chat at $5. Thank you so much, Gaming Ape. Gaming Ape says, one more question. What was it like playing Rich Alvarez? How do you prepare for the role, and did you consult Rich Alvarez himself? I'm assuming you're talking about for Poor Life. So, Poor Life of Rich basically started, again, it was an idea that we had when we moved into this house with all of our friends. I live with 5 roommates in this house because none of us can afford our own place. Um, and Poor Life really started when I started to go crazy because I had been fired from my job. And I still am, and just living at home every day with nothing to do. I'm so bored. And, I live in California, so COVID restrictions have been harder here than I think any other state in the United States. I mean, we still have to wear masks when we go out to the store. Um, and there's not a whole lot we can do. So I'm basically at home all the time. And so I came up with the Poor Life of Rich just because I'm like, I'll just make up a show where I'm with my roommates and we're, doing some crazy stuff. And I came up with Poor Life, and I don't know, that's what it is. We haven't done an episode of Poor Life in a little while because episode 5 was incredibly hard to do. And even though that it's at home, you'll notice that episode 5 was like us in like our D&D costumes, and it was going back and forth between us at the D&D table and us in the D&D costumes, and it was a really it took us 4 whole days to do, and it's just not something that my roommates want to do for free all the time because I had everybody working all day all the time, and they have full-time jobs besides doing that, of course. And nobody's getting paid. I mean, I'm getting paid a tiny bit because I make a tiny bit of revenue off these videos. We're talking like if a video gets 2,000 views, I get $2 off of it. um Honestly, I make more money live streaming doing super chats than I do an episode of Poor Life of Rich, which is crazy when you think about it. But it's not a whole lot. So we got to episode 5, and we thought that episode 5 was really good, and we had a lot of ambition for episode 6, but it's guys, I don't know how more I can explain it. It's just hard to do really good content when you have no money, and we don't want to lesser the quality of Poor Life of Rich with no budget. And that's why I'm saying I don't like to talk about it because I don't want to be a downer, but it's like every question that's like, what happened to X show and why didn't you continue X show? Why did it stop at X episode? The answer is always, I ran out of money. Elwood, Poor Life of Rich, any other show that I'd never finished, ran out of money. Okay. Let's see if we keep going down here. God, I got like 100 questions. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's question tonight. Okay, I'm going down to the bottom. Okay. My Shepherd, then can you do the old style again? I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean like just in the backyard and off the cuff? Unfortunately, it's hard when you want to do great content and you want to be better than you are. To be like, you know what? Let's just go back to just like throwing the camera around and just making jokes and being goofy and everything. I can't do that without thinking that I'm a failure. I'll be frank and honest. I don't want to just, oh, look at us, oh, improv jokes and oh, barely a script and let's just run around Chris's field, for example. That's not what I want to do. If I'm going to make something, it has to be better than what I've made before, or I've made no progress in my career. And I'd rather do nothing than go back and do the same old stuff again. That's why I stopped Stupid Mario Brothers in the first place. I have to improve. And if I can't afford to improve, then I won't do anything. And that might sound bizarre, but when you've made content for as long as I have, and you've done the things that I have, and you did 5 years of a show, 2 years of a follow-up show, 2 years of a spin-off show, Plumber Night and Stupid Mario World, you don't want to keep doing the same things again. I am 33 years old. I was Mario for over 10 years of my life. I'm over it. And as far as that style, I don't want to do that style. I want to make better styles. I said the same thing. You may not agree because of nostalgia. Stupid Mario World was better filmed and is an overall better show technically than Stupid Mario Brothers. Plumber Night is technically a better show than either of those. stylistically and film wise. Fall at Elwood is the best show I think I've ever done. Even though there's 2 episodes, it was more complicated and technically on point with what I feel like is a Netflix original. Poor Life of Rich is probably the funniest show I've ever made. I'm not going to go backwards. I love you guys. I appreciate you as my fans, but I'm not going to go backwards. I've made Mario shows before, and I've made off the cuff stuff in the backyard, and that was fun when I was in high school. But unless I have a crew and lighting and people that are going to do excellent cinematography and try to best my best, I'm not going to do it. You'll note even in Poor Life of Rich, where it was just me and Brandon doing cinematography and everything, we tried to create cinematography and angles and lighting that we had never done before. I'm never going to go backwards. I'm only going to go forwards. And sometimes enough time has passed. It's like the time between Fall at Elwood and Poor Life of Rich. Enough time has passed where the things I want to do are more affordable and I'll do them. We spent a few $100 of our own money on Poor Life of Rich to make it better than what was before. And we'll do that because I love to film and I want to make cool things. But I don't know. At this point, I don't know what my point was. I guess I love to film and I'd love to do things. It would be nice if, I don't know, Matt moved to the East Coast. Matt made connections. I haven't seen Matt. I love Matt Provincial. I talk to him all the time on Discord and we're still great friends, but I haven't seen the guy in 3 years. He went off to the East and made connections that I don't have. And he's in New York, he's in Chicago, and he meets TV producers. And so he can do a Kickstarter where he earns about 30, 40 grand. And then with the producers he knows, he's able to get another 120 grand and make like a $120,000 TV pilot. I love Matt, and I'm happy for him that he was able to do that. I couldn't do that. I don't know anyone who makes enough income. Like, there's no one I can ask, be like, hey, I'm trying to make a TV show. Can you give me 10 grand? There's no one that I know that'll do that for me. So I am stuck with just the shoestring stuff that I have. Getting real on you guys right now. Anyways, let's go back to the comments. Let's see. I've got a super chat from Pigeon. Royal Pigeon. Thank you, by the way, Royal Pigeon is one of my favorite fans. They are on our Discord all the time. And unfortunately, I don't know if I have the link to the Discord in the description below because I kind of made this stream in haste. But you can go to our last video, the 15-year anniversary, and there's a link to our Discord there. And it's easy to get to our Discord. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's see here. Pigeon says, Rich, any way you make things will always be amazing. The old way you did stuff was good. The new stuff you do is good. And you are our childhood. Never think you have to be perfect. You already are. Well, I got to fix this. Bless you, Pigeon. Bless you, Pigeon. I am always trying to, and again, that's why, even if I can't make a Fall at Elwood, even if I can't do a Rich Alvarez show, or a Poor Life of Rich, I was going to say, I will always do streaming. I will always do, like, just like I'm doing, Sea of Thieves with Chris every once in a while. I will always do a Rich Alvarez show. In fact, I really was trying to make an effort to make because Rich Alvarez show I can do on no budget. Rich Alvarez show is, you guys have hopefully seen it. It's the Rich Alvarez show where I'm on stream and it's like the Rich Alvarez show where I talk about Marvel or entertainment news. I've been trying to make a better effort to do more Rich Alvarez shows, but it's hard to do Rich Alvarez shows with, the existential dread of life every day, catching me with everything else. But I promise I will try to do more Rich Alvarez shows because I don't know how much you guys care about Loki, Black Widow, or Marvel news. It's not just Marvel news. Rich Alvarez show is a place for me to talk about whatever entertainment is coming out. Music, television, movies, Whatever's hip, I will talk about it. That's the Rich Alvarez show. It's basically, and my biggest influence right now is John Campea. I'm basically trying to be John Campea, but the Rich Alvarez show. Anyways, hold on. I gotta take care of this bug. There's a bug in here right now, and I'm trying to take care of him. Okay. I just wanted to back him up to get him away from my feet. All right. Okay. Thank you. There's 51 people on this stream right now. That is totally nuts. I just decided off the cuff to do this stream. I started the stream after midnight here. This is really bizarre, but thank you guys so much for being here. This is real. Oh, this is actually a lot of fun. Um, all right. Benji super chatted 4.99. Thank you, Benji. Benji says, I would love to do an interview with you. Rich, you clearly have a lot of experience and lessons to give to young content creators. Thank you so much. At one point, not too long ago, I was thinking about starting a second YouTube channel where I like teach people how to use Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects, like basically teaching people how I do my editing, teaching people how I do my special effects, and kind of doing like little tiny 5-minute lessons on little pieces. Like here's how you do a green screen grab and a superimpose and all that. And as fun as that sounds, I'm just not sure if that would make me happy. I know that sounds weird, but I just don't know if that would make me happy. Um, in theory, doing a tutorial channel sounds good, but does it sound fun? I don't know. I think I should just do more work on the Rich Alvarez show because the Rich Alvarez show, there's something that I can do. Wow, we got 53 people watching right now. God, you guys are I gotta say, guys, you guys are the best. I literally feel like the Rich Alvarez channel. I have the best fans in the world because I've been on YouTube for 15 years. I had a fan forum when forums were big. I've got a Discord now because Discords are in. And I got a Discord of people that love my content and talk to me. I talk to people on Discord all the time. Even if I just pop into Discord once in a while, I'm like, hey, I'm bored. What are you guys up to? And you guys are always there. You're always there on Discord. You were always there on the fan forums. You were even there back before there was a Rich Alvarez fan forum when there was just a Rich Alvarez on the Nintendo Insider forums back in 2008. You guys were there. I have the best fans in the world. I don't care what anybody says. I've got the best fans in the world. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. 52 viewers at 1:30 in the morning or whatever time it is. You guys are awesome. It's Killjoy. Killjoy is here and super chatted $10. Killjoy says controversial opinion. I know, but as much as I love Stupid Mario Brothers, I don't want to bring it back because I want you to do better things and projects you were passionate about. Thank you, Killjoy. Killjoy, I know that you're deeply intimate with my with what I've got going on right now because you're on the Discord every day. And by the way, everybody, if you didn't know, the awesome montage video to the background of the Game Over music video that we uploaded on Friday, the editing of that was done completely by Hey, it's Killjoy. So Killjoy, give yourself a big pat on the back. Killjoy did an awesome job on that video. Killjoy is an immaculate fan. And I really appreciate your work on that and everything else that you do. But thank you. I would love to work on new stuff. I just got to do stuff like the Rich Alvarez show, which I feel like is me being myself and making creative content without needing to spend a ton of money on it. Squiggles is here. Squiggles super chatted $5 and says, Richie won't pay attention to me unless I pay. So hi, Richie. I love you and you good guy and good pal. You do you, boo. I'll always be here for you. Sorry, Squiggles. Thank you for it. Again, it's not that I'm trying not to pay attention to you. It's just that I can't believe that it's as late as it is and I'm getting so many comments. And you know how it is. I cannot possibly pay attention unless the nice thing about super chats is that it highlights it and it makes it a priority in your bar. And that's why I say super chats are important because it'll make me able to see it. Because when I'm trying to get through thousands of comments, I see the super chats because they're all the way across, and they obviously they're made the way they are because YouTube wants their 10% of the super chats. But thank you, Squiggles. I do appreciate you, and I thank you for being a huge fan and being here, and love you, man. All right. Royal Pigeon super chats $5. This is how dare you turn me into a blushing mess, you evil man. I'm gonna cry. Don't you say those things to me. Sorry, Royal Pigeon, and thank you also for being an amazing fan and being here. Can't believe where we are right now. Character has super chatted another $50 and says, last 50 I'm a due for tonight. If funding you in super chat means getting you to make better content, then I'll donate as much as I can. Thank you, character. That means a lot. I'm always trying to think of new creative things. And it might not necessarily be here on the Chalvers channel either. I know I've made other channels in the past and they don't necessarily work because I always come back to the Revolvers channel because that's where I started. I will always come back to the Revolvers channel, but I have a little bit of an idea kind of for a separate channel that I haven't started yet, but we'll get there when I get there, maybe. So we'll see how it goes. Dan Erickson has super chatted NOK20. I don't know how much that is in American money, but says favorite Loki episode. Um, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys if you guys haven't watched Loki yet. But Loki, out of WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Loki, out of all the Disney Plus Marvel shows, Loki is definitely my favorite. And I know everybody loves it, whether like, well, it's good for the first two episodes, but it got a little weird after the third episode, or whether like, no, I didn't like the first two episodes, but it got great after the third episode. Wherever you are in Loki, I don't know, but like, I have loved the entire Loki so far. My favorite episode was probably episode 5, the newest episode, because of reasons that I won't get into, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But I love Loki, the whole thing. I think it's an amazing show, and everybody should watch it. Okay. I am completely caught up. So, anyways, I am, as I said, I'm in Jackie's craft room. Jackie used to do a lot of stuff on Etsy. She had Jax Makes Things, which is a internet shop that she has unfortunately taken down right now. She may bring it back up, but the shop is closed for now. Um, I am always trying to think of new things. Today, um, I was just trying to make music on my keyboard. I was trying to come up with some tunes because I watched Bo Burnham's Inside. And if you haven't watched Bo Burnham's Inside yet on Netflix, that's definitely something you should do. It is just an amazing video. Bo Burnham was a YouTuber who became a famous stand-up comedian, and then he quit because of he had a lot of mental anxiety. And then he tried to come back to stand-up, but then COVID happened, and so he just made a special all in his room. And it really, instead of being a stand-up special, it kind of just became a documentary about a man going crazy in his own room while he was not allowed to leave his house, as many of us were. And again, he lives in LA. I live in the Sacramento area, but it's kind of the same. In California, we had very strict rules. I don't know what it was like in other states. I mean, look at this. Look at me. Um, I know that in other states or in every country is different, but in the United States, I know that in the Midwest it was a little different. They were like, "Oh, we had lockdown for like 2 weeks, and then everyone's allowed to go to the store, no problem." But in California, we had do not leave your house for any reason other than an emergency for months. And if we were caught taking a ride down the road for any reason other than if I don't go to the grocery store, I'm going to die, we were fined $3,000. That's how it was here in California until like very recently, for a year and a half. So if you relate to that experience or you want to know what that experience is like, then You can watch Bo Burnham's Inside. It is the story of a man who had nothing to do but to stay in his own room and make music and make jokes. And it's an incredibly powerful message. And I love it, and I wish I thought of it first. So, yeah, California was very strict. Um, let's see here. I see a lot of questions here, guys. Scrolling through the comments. Daniel says, "Do you have a favorite NFL team?" Well, let's see. I was born in Oakland. I was raised in Oakland, and it's got to be the Raiders. I know they're not the best team in the NFL, but gosh darn it, if I don't root for the Raiders, I'm just not rooting for anybody. But to be honest, I just haven't cared about football in years. But if I did care about football, it would be the Oakland Raiders. So there you go. All right. Let's see. Scrolling down here. Pigeon says, "I demand compensation for my flusteredness." Um, Favorite SMB villain? Mine is the darkness. Mine's the darkness. Mario. Hello. I just love being crazy as the darkness. I think the darkness had a lot of. Speaking of the darkness, Darkness, the actor, my fan, the user, super chatted $10 just now and says, "Yep, California sucked during the pandemic. By the way, have you ever considered voice acting?" Well, as you know, and as many of you know, I wanted to be a voice actor. In fact, I have voice auditions that I uploaded to this channel where I do like 30 characters. And I sent those videos to Funimation and other voice acting companies. Unfortunately, to be a voice actor, you for some reason have to move to Houston, Texas, because that's where all the voice acting is, or at the very least, go to LA. I live in Northern California and I don't want to move. So it's weird because you think, oh, voice acting, you just send voice acting clips in, right? But no. If you want to do professional voice acting with like anime or movies, you have to move to Houston, Texas or LA to do anything. And even if I wanted to do that, I sent in my audition tapes and nobody bid it. So I guess I don't. I think I have a pretty good voice for funny stuff, and you guys have enjoyed my voice acting for, like, all the stuff I do on YouTube. But unfortunately, none of that stuff apparently was good enough for the professionals down in Houston or LA. So I can't be a voice actor because I'm not good enough. So, whatever good enough is. Johnny Young Bosch gets to be a voice actor because he does the same voice for every anime, but I can't do it, apparently. Happy Urepi super chatted $5. Um, and says, "One of my favorite videos was the one where you were Michael Jackson dancing as Mario and inspired me to become a dancer. Love you, man. Don't give up." Thank you so much. We just watched it was the Mario Does Smooth Criminal dance. We just watched that one during the 15th anniversary special yesterday or the day before. And yeah, it was awesome. I guess it was awesome at the time, but it was funny because even watching the video, which the video is now, over 10 years old, it's probably 12 years old at this point. I was watching like, man, I really thought that I was good at the time, but watching it now, it's really slow because even though I'm older, I'm fatter, my dance moves are faster than they were back then. I can do a much better, Michael Jackson. I'm trying to do it as I'm sitting down, but it's all about the all the head and hand disassociation. I can do all of that stuff much better now than I could then. But I'm not going to make that now because I don't look as good. I was very thin back then, whereas I'm very fat now. So even though I can dance better, I'm not going to do it because I don't look as good. Character has super chatted $5 and says, "Not a 50, but wanted to say I'm heading to sleep. Got to work in the morning. Have a good night, Richie, and hope to catch you in the voice chat someday. Good night, character. Thank you so much for joining us. You've been awesome, man. Thank you so much for being an amazing person. Not I was going to say an amazing fan, but thank you so much for being an amazing person and being here. I can't believe that I made such an impact this late at night just kind of talking my ass off. If I had known that you guys were going to be up this late and wanted to hear me rant past midnight, I'd be here every night. Jeez. Okay. Um, let's see. Dan Erickson says, gym video stores outside the race? I don't quite understand. Dan, could you elaborate more? Royal Pigeon said something like it's 4:30. Comments are going really fast now. 4:30 where Pigeon was. That's really crazy. Moving up, moving up. Brilliant Venture, thank you for being here, says, I hate the fact that I'm just getting in on this because it's awesome to see you live this late. Yeah, I don't usually go live this late, but this is what happens when I can't sleep and I want to do something. I'm like, well, I can just go live on YouTube. I have the ability to do that. Dark says, I'm Night Owl and I'm winding down from my day. What happened to Rich Alvarez rap battles? Says Wallace Rouse. You know how just a few minutes ago I was talking about how Fall at Elwood and Poor Life of Rich and everything else I do, they tend to stop because I run out of money and I'm afraid to start Kickstarters and I don't advertise the Patreon until it's too late and I just want to make stuff on a shoestring budget, but I should take, all of those things. Long story short, we made like, I don't know, what, 8 rap battles? Those are really expensive to make. I ran out of money. I guess I can't, I don't know how to fund stuff properly or something. Or, I guess it's because I'm an old school YouTuber and back when stupid Mario Brothers was doing well in like 2009, 2010, the way that YouTube used to work is that you would make enough money off the ad revenue that we could support our lives and our content. We were making plenty of money off of ad revenue back then. But the way that YouTube is now and the way that it's been for several years at this point is that you have to get sponsored, or you have to run a Patreon or you have to run a Kickstarter to even be able to support your own content that you're making. It is I mean, Chris and I both had to get full-time jobs years ago just to be able to support our own lives. And of course, he's doing good. I got fired because of COVID for various reasons I won't get into, and that's why my life sucks right now. But, but yeah, I mean, YouTube just doesn't support itself these days. I mean, I guess Google takes all the money or whatever, or they've changed the algorithm, but I can't make what I want to make because I'm not getting the money that I need to make it. Anyways, I already went through this rant earlier tonight. I'm not going to do that to you guys again, but if I didn't do it, it's because I didn't have the money. Long story short. All right. Thank you, Rich, says Wallace Rivals. Thank you for asking the questions. Maya Shepherd says, oh yeah, what happened to Revision 3? Really good question. So you guys will notice on some of our videos from like 2012-ish, give or take, some of our videos open up with Revision 3. We were part of the Revision 3, what were they? Revision 3 was like a brand that we signed up with that they were supposed to like help us finance or whatever. They ended up going bankrupt about 6 months after we signed with them. And so we went through a lot of steps to cancel with them. I think that I'm under contract to not go into it. This was like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, but I think I'm still under contract to not talk about it. But basically they went bankrupt and things ended. So we don't, that hasn't been a thing for many years. That's all I can really say about it. I thought it was going to be a really good thing, but it ended up being a terrible thing. But thank you for asking. My Aisha says, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, says, hey Rich, are you on TikTok? I tried TikTok for a little bit, so I know that I have a TikTok somewhere. I do not keep up with it though, unfortunately. And again, like I said, I never say never to anything because I'm not, I for a long time I was like, I'll never be on Facebook, and then I got on Facebook, but I haven't been on Facebook for like a year, really. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be on Instagram, and then I was on Instagram, and then I wasn't on Instagram for like 2 years, and now I am. I am actively on Instagram, guys. I go on Instagram more than any social media. So if you want to see me on social media, go to my Instagram. It's Rich M, one word, Rich M. Don't forget that M for Michael. Rich M Alvarez. So at Rich M Alvarez on Instagram. And I post on there was like 2 years where I didn't post anything, but I am posting on there as much as I can right now. I am on Instagram. I feel like Instagram is kind of a nice. So I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I'm not on TikTok, but I am on Instagram. So get me on Instagram. I felt TikTok's just a bunch of people like they all use the same stupid song. It's like a video of their dog running around the kitchen. It's like, oh no, oh no, 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 no. It's just all repetitive and stupid and boring. I hate guys, TikTok is shit. So no, I'm not on TikTok. I tried TikTok. TikTok is no good. That TikTok is the end of society. Sorry. um okay, Kochamar 899 says, "Did you know the entire plot of SMB from the start, or did you go as you went?" I mean, it's all about seasons, right? Like I know I write the season, like I write season two before we start filming season two. I write season three before we start filming season three. I write a season so I kind of know where the season goes, but I never go beyond a season or I never think beyond it. Sometimes, actually, well, sometimes I do think beyond a season. Like I knew where Stupid Mario season five was going when I started writing season four. But I usually don't think that much ahead because I never know how much it's going to last. I'm like, well, I could write season five while I'm in season three, but I might be dead by the time I get to season four. So what's the point, you know? So, I just like, I don't think about it too far ahead because I always think like, I might not get to season five when I'm writing season three. So I'll write the best season three I can while I'm doing season three, or I'll write the best Stupid Mario movie I can while I'm doing Stupid Mario the movie. I try to kind of take it one step at a time, but as many of my friends will too, I am guilty of going 10 steps ahead of the time. Like I thought about episode 20 of Poor Life of Rich while we were still filming episode 3, but then guess what? We stopped at episode 5. So, because of that, things aren't resolved. So, I don't know, maybe we'll get there someday, maybe we won't. I don't know. JLJ says, speaking facts, Rich. Okay, yeah. Angela Nasca says, "Let the Goombas hit the floor. Let the Goombas hit the floor," which is a music video parody that we showed on our 15th anniversary live stream a couple days ago. It was a parody that I forgot we made because that's how long it's been since I've watched that video. I forgot that we even made that parody, which is crazy. Benji says, Rich, what is the origin of the subscriber voice chat you, Chris, and Matt do on the bloopers and old announcements? Sorry for all the questions, laughing my ass off. That's a big question. I don't know. One day we were doing so. This is way before Stupid Mario Brothers, but one day we were all in high school. I don't know if this is the origin of this joke, but I remember like Matt and me are like in choir class, and I was just, we were like reading the music sheets, and I was just like quarter fifth, um, middle C, and we would just point at stuff and be like, lights up there, and we just did this weird voice that became kind of our regular thing. So it didn't matter whether we were happy, sad, or mad. Like if Matt wanted to like go home after a bad night, he'd be like, "Take me home, Rich!" Like in that voice. Like it kind of just became the voice that we did as friends. And so by the time we got to Stupid Mario Brothers and I was doing the subscribe voice, it just was like, "Oh, let's just do the funny voice." So I was like, "Please subscribe. It's free and easy." So I don't know that it was something that we had done years before Stupid Mario Brothers. Something basic at this point. It's been something we've been doing for 20 years. I don't know where it started. We were saying that we saw the Were Rabbit and the Madagascar Penguins short film before the Were Rabbit. The guy was like eggnog, but like I'm positive we started doing that voice before we saw that video. But you know, who knows? Kid Rhino says TikTok is just the rebirth of musicality. I don't know what that is. I'm not hip, I guess. Um, My Shepherd says, remember the acapella videos? I do. I would love to do more acapella videos. Hello, Fallen TV. I'm doing great. Walls Rival says, Rich, open your Discord and send me a friend request. I need you to do something for me. Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. I love to get on the Discord. I love to get into the RMA general chat. That's where I talk to fans. But the only friends really that I have on Discord that are in my friends are my roommates and my actual friends I have in real life. I don't actually friend anybody on Discord, but I talk to all the fans on the RMA general all the time. But you know, I don't want to. I don't want to have like 100 friends. I have literally 10 friends on Discord, and it's all people that are in this house or very close to me. Uh, let's see. My Shepherd says we totally should have done these parody of Smell Like Teen Spirit on the 15th anniversary. I agree. We did do that on one of my other live streams not too long ago, but not on this one for some reason. Nobody requested it. Tell you what, if you request it now, I'll watch it now. Unfortunately, I'm on my phone and not a computer, so I can't pop it in the screen. But, you know, super chat me, I'll watch anything. Knife Stalker's here. Hey, Knife Stalker. Knife Stalker says, do you have any Mario-related projects planned, or are you still taking a break? Again, man, I'll never say never, but I am not planning on doing any Mario stuff. I mean, I don't honestly at this point. I don't know what it would take for me to get back in the mood to do Mario. I know I'm not going to make any money off of it. I know that it's going to take way too much of my time, and right now I need to focus on getting another full-time job and supporting my family, and way too much. There's just a lot of pressure, man. I can't do another Mario project right now. I don't know when I can, but yeah, it would be a lot. Sorry, man. Um, Angela Noska is here. Says Richie, that's the best parody you have ever done. It's better than the original. I don't. I don't. I guess you're talking about "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor," because that's what we were talking about before. But maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't. I forgot completely about it until we watched it the other day. Aiden AJ James says, "Quick question: how is life? Life is okay." uh, Coucherman. Oh, sorry. I keep. I don't know. That'd be a great question for Matt again because I don't know. Ever since we were young, we were just like $20, $20. Matt said one time that he got it from a commercial on TV, but I never saw it. I don't think. And I want to say that I guess I just kind of picked up because Matt used to do all the time, and this would be another thing that we started doing way before Stupid Mario. Um, but I don't know. I don't know where it started from. Uh, Brilliant Venture says Ronnie Deutsch. Yeah, that is the commercial that Matt says that he got it from. But just like the weird subscribe voice, I remember, I could have sworn I remember us doing $20 before that commercial came out. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Royal Pigeon says the bloopers are the reason I make dumb noises at random now. Well, thank you. Sorry I did that to you. Uh, The Red Boss Gaming says, if you had to pick one video as your all-time favorite, what video would it be? I'm terrible at this. Like, I overthink it. I would say that right now my favorite video is the one that I'm doing right now. No, but probably one of the Poor Life. I love the Poor Life episodes. I think it's the greatest comedy we've ever done. I'm gonna say right now my favorite video I've ever done is Poor Life of Rich episode 5. Go watch it if you haven't. Michael T says, "What was the origin behind the skit with the mango?" I don't know. We had a mango at Chris's house, and we wanted to do something with it, and I don't know. That was about it. Johnny TH says, "Do you think UPS and FedEx fight should be a JoJo anime?" I don't know. I watch a lot of anime, but I've never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because the animation on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure disturbs me very greatly. It looks weird and it is weird, so probably won't watch it. Um, Royal Pigeon says, "I'd be honored as fuck if Richie friended me." Well, thank you, Royal Pigeon. I know you've been on the Discord for a long time, and I do have a lot of respect for you. So I don't know, maybe a friend request is coming your way one of these days. We'll see. I don't know. Daniel says favorite SMB character, the Darkness, probably. Um, Folium TV says, "What's having friends like, Richie?" It's pretty good. Walls Rival says, "Rich, show your green screen." I think my green screen's upstairs in the closet somewhere. Benji says, "Would you ever consider doing separate commentary live streams for Act 1 and Act 2 of the SMB movie?" And you guys can remember, I don't think of the movie anymore as Act 1 and Act 2. I made the stupid Mario movie director's cut, which puts it into all in one 2 hour movie. We watched a little bit of it during the live stream the other day, but I'll do a whole commentary for that if you guys want. I mean, that's a huge 2 hour commitment. But especially since they took the director's cut off of in some countries, they took the director's cut out for some reason. Some people don't have access to the director's cut of the Stupid Mario movie, but I promise you that the Stupid Mario director's cut version is the version to watch. That's something I should do a commentary for. It is a couple hours though. So, I mean, this is just one of those things where I have to say, just because of time and everything else, that if that's something that you wanted me to do, if you want me to do a commentary on the Stupid Mario Brother movie, that's something that's going to have to be super chatted because that is a huge commitment. That's just what'll have to happen, unfortunately. All right, moving on. My shepherd, I wish I had the money. Redfield said, "If you don't mind a recommendation, what if you made a radio show where you tell a story in the form of a podcast? It would be sort of like if you took SMB and removed the video element." Um, I've thought about radio shows before, like podcasting, but that's how I came up with the Rich Alvarez show, where I just kind of talk about like my favorite Marvel movies and what's going on in the week, because I can't just I strongly feel like I can't just like talk a story about a movie. Like I'm actually really good at telling scary stories at campfires, but that's a little different. Like when it comes to telling complex, arcing stories like Stupid Mario Brothers, it's something that I have to think about for a while and write a script for. And I don't want to go to all that trouble to just like tell you guys over a video and not have it become a video. I'm very particular like that. I know I'm very picky and it sucks, but like if I'm gonna spend more than a day on a script, I'm gonna wait until I can afford to make that video. I'm not just gonna, read that script. I mean, I have scripts for episode 3 through 10 of Elwood that you guys have never heard. I made 2 episodes of Fallout Elwood. Episodes 3 through 10 of Fallout Elwood have been scripts on my computer for 4 years. But you guys will never hear those scripts unless one day I can make those episodes. Unless somebody gives me a really good reason to just tell you those scripts. It's just not going to happen until I can afford to make those videos. Do you still play Super Smash Brothers Ultimate? Everybody asks me this all the time, and I know it's because, I'm doing the Mario stuff and everything. I only played Super Smash Brothers Ultimate maybe 2 or 3 times. I haven't really been into Super Smash Brothers since Melee. Because they're just not... Ooh, super controversial opinion. They're just not great fighting games. If I want to play a competitive fighting game and have fun with it, then me and my roommate Corey will play Super Street Fighter 4 Ultra, because that is a good fighting game that requires skill. Sorry. But I love Nintendo. I love all the Nintendo characters, but it's just if I'm going to commit time to a fighting game, I'm going to play some Street Fighter where fighting games were made. It's just how it is, unfortunately. You wanted a real answer, I'm going to give you a real answer. Wallace Rival says, Rich, say goodbye to me. Goodbye, Wallace Rivals. Um, got a lot of comments, guys. Nitsuya Gamer says, was Chris the best man at your wedding? Yes, he was. 7 years. It's been 7 years almost, guys. 7 years ago, when me and Jackie got married, Chris Muller was the best man at my wedding. He certainly was. Royal Pigeon says, Richard Alvarez, do not tease me like that. I guess you're talking about when I said I might add you as a friend. Favorite SMB hero? Mario. Eric Ordway says, thank you for the inspiration. Thank you, Eric Ordway, for being here and being awesome. Let's see. Coucherman899 says, do you remember like forever years ago a kid offered you guys a laptop because you needed a new one? LOL, may or may not have been me, and I want to say sorry even though it wasn't me. I've never been offered a free laptop or computer from anyone, so I don't know what that's about. Oh, shoot. Would making a series of just Bob and Joe from SMB or the UPS man or FedEx, maybe that could be a good series. What do you think? I mean, it's the same. It's just like it would be just like Poor Life or Rich or Harder. Any serialized show like that has to be scripted, thought out, planned, produced, filmed, and edited, and it's hard to do. So I mean, again, I never say never to anything, but that's the kind of stuff that's hard to do. Specifically in the case of UPS, you guys have to remember, I wrote like 2 or 3 episodes of FedEx versus UPS, or maybe it was UPS versus FedEx, back in like 2010. Before we decided to do a season 4 of Stupid Mario Brothers, I wrote a show called UPS versus FedEx and wrote like 3 episodes. And then I decided I didn't want to do it. But I don't read episodes online. Let's see, where are we down to? Tails 3454 super chatted 199 but said nothing. Then Tails 3454 says it wouldn't let me write a message, but okay. Tails 3454, let me know, what did you want to say? And I will try my best to find it in this mess and answer it. Richie, you skipped my question about character voices. Oof. Honestly, I just hope your throat doesn't hurt when you do the classic S&B voices. Sorry, Maya, I didn't see your question because I've got hundreds of questions in here and I'm just kind of moving through. Try to say it again, and I'll try to find it. I have several messages via Walls Rivals that have been deleted by my admins. Tails3454 says, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Well, that sounds like spam. That sounds like what somebody calls me at 10 a.m. for when I'm trying to sleep at 10 a.m. because I have no job right now. Killjoy does laugh cries. Benji says, have you ever seen Mario 64 Machinima videos? I mean, yeah, I've seen a lot of them. Nice Man says, ha 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 ha. Okay, it feels like we're kind of getting to the end of this right now. But I'm going to take a snapshot right now so Chris Muller can see that I did this. Yeah, and then I can prove to him that I did this because he'll be like, you didn't do that. Let's see, does subscribers really does please subscribe voice or really any character voice hurt your voice? Honestly, the please subscribe voice does hurt my voice. In fact, my voice, as you can tell, is already a little hoarse because I was doing the please subscribe voice earlier. For some reason, doing the please subscribe voice always kind of screws up my voice, and if I do it too long or if I have to do multiple takes, that's why I would always tell Chris or anybody that I was working with that if I have to do the please subscribe voice for any reason, you got to get it in one take. You have to love my first joke that I do because I improv the jokes, and if you don't, then I'm not going to do it because I can't do it more than once. But because I'm ending the stream right now, I will say please subscribe. It's free and easy, just like going to our Discord. And remember, every time you become a member of our Discord, I'll actually be there and have fun with you. Hooray! So thank you. Killjoy says I'm on the Discord. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Whatever the hell this was, my weird